University, college, higher education, whatever you want to call it. You're in the big leagues now. New friends, new work, and of course, new experiences. But you might be saying to yourself, I finished high school, I can probably do this. But wait, there are still four things you will need to prepare for university life. Time management. Let's say you were going about your day, going to your local overpriced coffee shop to drink a nice cup of coffee. It will be great if no one interrupts me on this beautiful morning. But then suddenly, oh no, you forgot about your date with your partner. And then, your mother just texted. She wants you to do groceries. And then, your professor called. He wants to know about your progress on your 5,000 word essay that is due tomorrow. Oh my god. There are a lot of assignments in university life. Now, that example was totally exaggerated, but it might come true. Juggling a lot of activities and assignments in university life can be stressful, which distracts you from your work and your social life and your family. You got your assignments, you got your families, you got your friends, your hobbies, games, sport, and even sleep. Sleep is important. This is why a good time management strategy is totally handy. Creating a list or a chart. Creating a list that lists all of your work activities and sorting them out on which has a higher priority is great to get a sense of everything you need to get done. This is effective because you can plan out your day or your entire week. You can plan yourself to do work on a Monday and still have free time on Fridays. Again, it helps divide all your activities, not only for work, but you can also visualize on which days you might be free to hang out with your friends or families to tell them about it. Alright, guys, I got a lot of reports to do, and I should be free on Thursday, so only invite me to hang out on Thursday. It's based on my chart here. Yeah, sure. Okay. Why not Thursday? Okay, this is great. I got this whole day to finish all my work without any distractions. And hey, if I finish all of them today, I can get some extra free time later. Oh, look, a friend messaged me. Yeah, no. See, with consistent time management, it helps you to get rid of all the distractions to help you maintain focus and finish all your work. The great impacts of good time management is stress levels are going to decrease and you're going to be more relaxed when doing your work.
One of the major determinants of students' performances in university is student social contact. University is a different community of its own, just like community groups in different geographical locations. Communities have leaders, while universities they have lecturers, they have teachers. Communities also have social ethnic groups like sports groups, religion groups. Similarly, universities also do have sports groups and religion groups or other few ethnic groups. For example, in order for a person to fit in well in a community, the person must know how to correlate well with the people in the society or she lives in and must be part of any of the social ethnic groups. Similarly, you'll have course mates in your university just like your brothers and sisters in your community. You will have lecturers or teachers just like your parents in your community. It is very important that you should be part of the group and be flexible enough to adopt because there are three very important reasons behind the concept. Firstly, having a classmate, some of the assessments are group assignments or projects. If you are friendly enough to a friend, there will be no difficulties for you to participate in a group. Secondly, having seniors. Likewise, sometimes lecturers don't explain properly. So you will have advantage if you have good relationship with your seniors because they can explain more if you need more explanation. They can also help you when you have any difficulty in your studies, do have a difficulty in your assignments, projects because they know more than you. But another thing is participation. Participation in a social group like sports, religion groups, or etc. is also important.
Now, I will explain why joining activities outside your study program is important. Well, as we know, a student's future not only depend on what they learn from the book, but they need other activities to increase their experiences. These experiences help students to expose to the new culture and the new people. Networking is important for the future. Students can join any activities or clubs even if it's not from the university. Here, I want to show you an example with two students named Peter and Adam. In the morning, before class, Adam walks to Peter. Adam says, "Hey Peter, do you have any plan today after class? Today's session is gonna be very boring and I'm thinking of ditching it." Then Peter says, "Yes, it is pretty boring. Why don't we just join the club and activities like basketball or maybe football? Look, it can reduce your stress and my stress. Plus, we meet new friends and have new friends. What do you say?" Adam responds, "Yeah, basketball is my favorite sport. I'm sure it also balances my uni life so I just don't work every day. Also, it's great for my health." "Sounds great. Let's register." See, from this example, we can see that joining other activities is important for students. You have more socializing, it's fun, relax your mind from boredom and stress. It can also help you to develop new skills, new experiences. It is really great. That's why, before you start planning those work schedules, leave some space for your personal activities. Remember, you don't have to join all of them. Just one is okay.
Although nobody thinks 100% critically, it is very necessary to be wise about the different decisions you take in life. And with college, you will have to take a lot of these decisions. Therefore, before taking any step forward, you should always ask yourself if this is the right thing to do, whether this will benefit you or not, and what will be the effects if things do not work out as planned. And are you really ready to face those effects? All these are very important aspects that should be taken into consideration, not just before applying to universities or colleges, but in everyday life as well. It is very important to see yourself as a priority and think about yourself first. Yes, a lot of people tend to say do not be selfish and think about yourself. But in this case, your decision applies to you and will affect your life drastically. The university you choose might be a big determinant of the life you may have after graduating, since not only do you get your degree from, but you also build your personal life and how you become as a person. When a student does get good grades in high school, he or she has a lot of doors opened and a lot of majors to apply to. Many parents, family members, and other close friends impact the mentality of these students by pressuring the student into applying to things he or she may not be interested in. For instance, I'm sure that one of you have had one or more family members that have said be a doctor or be an engineer, for example. And that is the kind of pressure these students face because they feel like they should satisfy others, like parents, for example, since they play such a big role in their life. But here is a small piece of advice from me personally that you can carry on with your life before making such decisions. Do what you love doing. Do not be ashamed of how stupid or irrelevant people may think it is. Remember, it is your life and it is what you will be living with for the next decades of your life. I'm certain most of you guys know Bill Gates, right? He is considered to be one of the richest men today. And guess what? He was a dropout. He left to do what he loved doing most, and he now owns one of the biggest companies, allowing him to make billions a year. But hold on, Do not get my message wrong. Education is very, very important. And in case you do always have a plan, just have education or a degree as your backup plan. Anyways, I truly hope you guys got the moral of the story. Just try saying no to people more often, and you have my word, you will not regret it because you are what matters to you.